Hi, I'm Scott Linney with Control-O-Matic, and today we're going to talk about how to install the Ethernet circuit into a PoolWarden chemical controller. Now, if you purchase the PoolWarden from Control-O-Matic with the communication option, it'll already be installed, and the module goes right here. So first thing, make sure you turn off the power. If the communication module looks like this, and it may have a little daughter board. If it does, the daughter board looks like this. The daughter board would install first, and then the Ethernet module would install second. This PoolWarden does not need a daughter board. This can just be installed directly. So we have to make sure you line up these pins with this socket, and it's called communication right below it. So get it all lined up. Make sure you have adequate light. When it's pushed in, these 4 holes should all line up. And it comes with 4 mounting screws. When the PoolWarden is turned on, it'll automatically detect the communication module. You do not have to set it up. Okay, now we've already routed the Ethernet cable through the watertight cable grip. If the connector does not fit through the cable grip, you may have to file it down a little bit. Okay, then we're just going to pull it through enough so we can plug it in. We can turn on the power, and then we'll observe that the green light flashes here. And if you look underneath, the Ethernet connector itself has lights that are flashing, one on each side. Go ahead and close the lid. You'll notice the C in the lower corner. That means that it's connected. It's actually reached out to our server and it was able to find it. So when you first turn it on, let's turn it back off and back on. The letter in this lower corner is going to be an N, which means not connected. So shortly it should switch to a C like it just did. That means it's now connected. Okay, so what do we need to do now to configure the PoolWarden to work with the Control-O-Matic data server? So we're going to go to the main menu by pressing the back button, and then we're going to scroll down to Communication, Communication Setup, and then we're going to go to Network Setup. And you'll notice we're leaving DHCP enabled, which means the facilities router is going to automatically assign an IP address to the PoolWarden, so there's really nothing to do. It's already set up and working. We didn't have to change a thing. Now, to send data, we're still in the communication menu. We're going to go to Data Server Setup, and then right here you can select the time interval that you want data to be sent. So if you press it once, the right arrow, it goes to 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, and if it's 0, that means it's disabled. It's not going to send any data. So let's just leave it on 15 minutes. And then with start and end hour, you can indicate a period during the night that you do not want data sent to the server. Like, for example, if the circulation pump is off. And then we're going to go look at information. So this gives you some information about the connection. So you can see right here it was assigned an IP address of 192.168.88.158, and also it gives you the gateway IP address, and it gives you the MAC ID of the Ethernet module itself. So some facilities they may want the MAC IP address so they can route access through the network directly to the right PoolWarden. And in order to, so right now this PoolWarden will be sending data to the data server. However, if you want to connect from outside to this, the facilities IT department would need to map a route from an external IP address to be routed to this specific PoolWarden, in which case they would then probably want the MAC address. And to do that also, they're probably going to give you a static IP address. So here where it says Network Setup, you can then disable this. And when it's disabled, you can then, the address that the facility IT department gives you, you can actually put in here. And then this PoolWarden will always connect with that IP address. Then the facility's router will know that MAC address of this Ethernet card is on this IP address. And let's go ahead and let's just leave it set how we had it. Turn it back to enabled. Notice when it's enabled you can't change anything. and then we can go here to data server setup again, and then we can send a data packet, and then shortly that message should go away. So that means the PoolWarden has now sent a data packet. And also on the server, whenever you make a change to any of the configuration, the PoolWarden will automatically also send the current configuration to the server, so you can look up how you have the PoolWarden configured, like what the relay programming is and all that. All right, and that is it for Ethernet communication with the PoolWarden.